Hello YouTube, my name is Max. I be playing Legends of Runeterra, you know. So today we got blessed with Maokai buff. What they changed was that they say each round the first time you summon another ally, toss 2 and summon a sapling. So it used to say each time you play another ally. So the big change that allows you to do is use cards like Vile Feast and line them up to summon the powder keg and the spiderling, and then that will trigger your Maokai and get you the sapling. So that'll help you go deep faster, and overall just lets you use it on turn 4 more effectively. So we maxed out our count on Maokais, because sometimes people cut Maokais because you're gonna draw them anyways, but for us we maxed out our Maokais, and then we have a couple line 'em ups and a couple Vile Feasts. And including that, we teched in some Make It Rains because Ari Kennen is quite popular and this card is very strong against it. And then with the Vengeance buff, I wanted to test that as well. So you're playing 2 copies of Vengeance. So a couple changes in this new updated Deep 3.0 that I'm going to show y'all, and I hope you enjoy. The Atrocity doesn't feel very favorable in this meta because there's so many ways to play around it. Things like Homecoming. It's really rough. Like the one copy I haven't found to be particularly useful in recent. So that's my reason for excluding it. Also, because they buffed Freljord, things like Atrocity can get frozen, which is like not too effective. So okay, let's get into this game here. We're playing against Mono-Shurima, which I played earlier and it was a fairly safe, easy matchup for us. We do have the combo of our Maokai and line 'em up, which is very nice. We can do this on turn 4 because we're attacking on the evens, which is something to consider when you do your mulligan, which attack turn you have. So here we keep the Dredger on 1. Lure of the Depths is always a solid card to have. And yeah, so we're just going to keep this hand. We see they full mulligan. Questionable what they're going for. The thing we have to watch out for is when they want to drag our Maokai. With Shurima has a lot of ways to make it vulnerable. So that's what we have to watch out for. Yeah, line them up with Maokai is quite an interesting synergy. Oh, I forgot the voice lines are so funny in this deck. We're gonna be eating the trash, guys. All of the trash is gonna be consumed. Oh, I forgot to turn on my Maokai skin. Okay, I'll have to change that for next game. Where the trash? We're gonna play 1 or 2 games here, guys. So hopefully we'll get to see the Maokai in action. Everything's gonna pop off. See, line 'em up is really good here as well because it would make trigger this rolling sands, but I don't think that's gonna end up how we're gonna have to play this. I'll probably use the Dead Bloom Wanderer into it and just be fine with that. It'll be unfortunate to not abuse the lifesteal of Dead Bloom Wanderer, but it clears up the Maokai play, so we probably have to go for that. Hello, hello. Okay. So I just passed that. Endless Devout's an interesting inclusion. They're going for some landmarks, which I did not expect to see in the Mono-Shurima builds. But maybe it's just a good value card. Really hard to say. Let me turn down the voice lines just a hair. Dialogue volume. There you go. Okay. Block. Yes, yes. Easy blocks here. Nothing too crazy. Next turn we just Maokai line them up, and we're pretty happy with that. Double Abyssal Eye is going to be really good later game when we're trying to end it. So that's very happy. The Blessed Isles lives through Maokai. Nice. Okay, so they gave us an even better sapling target. So that's the kind of the strength of this deck. Line 'em up allows us to make plays like this, and we can attack with Maokai here as well because we know the Clockling is gonna happen. Oh, we don't have regeneration. What am I saying? It's only on the leveled one. Never mind. Okay. Nice kill there. Pretty good. We do burn the spell, but that's okay. Not a big deal. If they target this, I'm also pretty okay with that. It did what it needed to do, essentially. This turn we probably just play Abyssal Eye and try to trigger Maokai again. They could do something like Renekton and give it vulnerable with that 1-cost spell, but I kind of doubt we'll see that. They could level Sarcophagus. That would be mildly scary. This looks like it's going to be a Clockling attack, which kind of whatever. I don't really care about that. So we're happy to just slam an Abyssal Eye here. Life starts small, you know. pretty good. Start pushing this elusive damage. Shurima is not particularly good at dealing with that. They've got some things to hush keywords, but other than that, okay, kind of slow start for them. Their berry disc is still at 18 on turn 5, so I don't expect to see this pop, which is kind of the case for most games, honestly. Now I have a decision to make. Do I want to go for a Lure of the Depths and try to get a cheaper unit, or do I want to go for the guaranteed hit with the Abyssal Eye? It's a very hard question, honestly. I do have the Vengeance for their champions whenever they come down, which is very nice. I think I have a minute where I can take this risk, because it's gonna... The only thing in my deck that LoR will get me off this play will be the Sea Scarabs, of which I have 2 in my deck currently. So it's like a 1/3 chance that we hit the right target, because we've already lost one of our Scarabs, I believe. Oh no, there's 3 of them. That's weird. Okay, I'll send the Lure of the Depths then. Hopefully we get it. If not, it's not the end of the world. Good players always get their Scarabs off the Lure. And that even... That helps level it even faster, which is really nice. Because Scarab discards cards with the deep effect, so... Maybe I should have even done that last turn, honestly. If I was going to take that risk, it probably made more sense to do it then. But here we are. So this is good. We can use the Abyssal Eye and the Sapling to get deep. There is a Nasus, which is a little scary. We're going to level it up to 9 here. I don't think they have a way to protect it through the Vengeance though, which is nice. Unfortunately, we cannot... Well, no, I'm okay with this actually. Yeah, this is fine. Because there's no way we level Nasus here, right? And we do hit it for 5, which lets us try to kill it with Devour the Depths next turn, which is pretty nice. So yeah, that's actually fine. It's a little risky, but should be good. I'm pretty risk-seeking when I play deep, because I mean, it's definitely one of those archetypes where like you want to be relatively aggressive with your own strategy. It's got a very predefined strategy, you know, so you kind of go headstrong into what you want to do compared to worrying about your opponent's strat. So that's pretty nice. I don't know, they had second thoughts about the Nasus. They must have realized I'm going for the Devour, so that's good to know. The only thing I'm scared of is if they Rite of Negation my Vengeance here. It could get very messy, so we'll see how that goes. Gotta line them up, which is cute. If we want to use that with Withering Wail, it makes all our Wail deal 2 damage instead of 1. What else are we thinking about here against Beast Llama? Okay, there's an Unraveled Earth. That's pretty chill with me. Can't say I really care about that, to be honest. We will Devour. No, we're chilling. I think I'll just send another Lure of the Depths here, and we'll call it a day. I need them to commit below the Rite of Negation mana, ideally, so that's really good. 3 Abyssal Eyes here is gonna melt this Nexus pretty quickly, so pretty happy to see that, honestly. I mean, we're feeling really good about this position. We just have to play around the Nasus level, and we're fine. Buried Sun Disc says, when an Ascended ally levels up, advance me 10 rounds, and Nasus is one of those Ascended allies, just so we know. But yeah, opponent's kind of slowing down, trying to figure out, okay, where do I need to be careful? Okay, so this is just going to allow me to comfortably Vengeance this Nasus and call it a day, I believe. And I'm pretty happy to just go for that compared to like trying to level Maokai or do another strategy here. Because getting rid of this is going to be really effective at helping us win the game. Now, next turn, we can just play both of these Abyssal Eyes, you know, maybe a Devourer. We're kind of just chilling. Once we see that Nasus die, you know. The Ancient Prep is probably going to put another strong unit on top of their deck, I would guess. Or it could get something like the Quicksand, which hushes our Abyssal Eye effectively. Shurima is... Somebody in chat just said Shurima is broken. Shurima is certainly not broken. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a decent region. They did buff the Sand Disc to summon immediately, so it saves them a mana or 2. Compared to how the Sun Disc used to work, but I don't think it's going to really change much at the end of the day. So Nautilus is a fantastic top deck here. Let's just get down everything we want to play. Somebody in chat also asked, do we want to switch out our line 'em ups for Thorny Toads? And Thorny Toad is a card I personally love. It's one of my favorite cards. Oh, sorry, let me hush the alert box right there, but thank you for the follow. Thorny Toad is a card I personally really like, but it is really rough to use in the current meta because the aggro decks go fearsome, they go elusive, they don't really attack into the Thorny Toad enough for it to die, which is the real trouble with that card in the current meta. Because the aggressive decks use alternative strategies. Oh shit. They leveled their... Oh god. It's the Snyder cut. Oh god, what happened? My Maokai. What happened there? Wait a damn second. What? Nasus? What is Nasus' second level up effect? Oh my god. Okay, that's kind of scary. It's kind of a bit of a spook we have here right now. We're a bit shook. I think I'll have to go for my third Abyssal Eye, and then we'll attack with everything. That was very unexpected for me. Holy shit. I did not realize they were even close to leveling the Sun Disc. Okay, but our opponent surrendered. Wow. Woo! Okay. Okay, so here we have a Iceborne Legacy deck. The goal of this deck is to use the new card Iceborne Legacy and activate it on these Spiderlings to make them all 2/2. It's a 5-cost card that makes them stronger. All copies of Spiderlings stronger. Again, we do have our Maokai line 'em up synergy, which is really nice. So we're probably just gonna go for this and call it a day. Dredger on 1 is always solid. So let's see what we get here. Full mulligan, interesting. Oh, this is a Howling Abyss deck, possibly? Interesting. I just assumed it's using the new buffed card Iceborne Legacy, but we'll see. Full mulligan, get our Dredger down on 1. Pretty nice strategy. What a trash. Our opponent is Sad Poro emoting us because they had a hapless aristocrat to block with. Bit interesting. Withering Well on 2.
Lady Elise.
Lady Elise.
Take me home.
Hush, my sweet.
Interesting.
It'll be over soon.
So I don't think I want to block with the Dredger here. Bit of a slow start actually. I don't know. I might have to use this line 'em up prematurely to work with the Withering Well because that's kind of too powerful to pass up. We'll have to see here. Depends if I draw something like a Vile Feast. There's just a Vengeance. Interesting, interesting. Does Powder Keg work? Destroy me when your spell or skill... Damn, okay, so Powder Keg doesn't activate with heal. Good to know. I could just jettison here. I could line them up and hit the Elise and set up for a really nice Withering Well. But that doesn't really give me much else to do, unfortunately. Let's see. It'd be really nice to top deck something like a Vile Feast I could use with Maokai. I think I will just have to set up the line 'em up though. Because even the Sapling doesn't really do much for me in terms of blocking on 4, so I'm pretty chill with just doing the line 'em up now, hitting the Elise. Yeah, let's send it now. A Vile Feast would be kind of tough here, but not a big deal. This, at the very least, sets up for a Sapling to drag out this Elise. So hopefully I get another unit to play by turn 5, turn 6, yeah. Interesting, they're just kind of passing it out. Nice, hit the Elise, we activated our thing, and they did not play any more units, so that's pretty good situation for us. There's an Abyssal Eye, which I like to see. Ooh, the Wraith Caller is quite strong. Not as strong as the Withering Well is going to be, but quite strong. We just pass here, let them attack first. That way they don't see that my Dredger is going to kill their Wraith Caller. And I'm pretty happy with this overall. I mean, it's a really nice whale. They get in 2 damage via the Mist Wraith, but that's not the end of the world. Kill their Elise, I mean, Can't really ask for much more than that, to be honest. There's a Glimpse Beyond. Okay, not too bad.
So young.
Let's them continue to push. So what this is going to be is more of a fearsome aggro deck. Which, going back to that Thorny Toad question, you know, it's a reason why Thorny Toad's not really very effective in this meta. Because, ooh, the Crawling Sensation. Interesting, interesting. Need me another Withering Whale. Or Make It Rain, for example. That is a fantastic top deck. Very lucky to see that. So now we can use our Maokai with the Dredger. Maokai will tend to this garden. And we're gonna get to drag out this Smith's Wraith here. Valfeast is sad to toss, but not a big deal. We can just take the healthy one, because that one could get pinged down by any number of things. And we'll do our attack here. We're 8 away from deep currently, so with a couple more Maokai triggers, we should be up by the time Nautilus is leveled. I mean, Nautilus comes, and again, what an amazing top deck, the Make It Rain. We do play 3 copies, so, you know, it's not that surprising, but very fortunate to draw them. And we're going to try to send this off and hopefully hit this Mist Wraith. It's kind of a less than 50-50 chance, but fingers crossed. Ah, let's go. What a perfect Make It Rain. We got the Mist Wraith, we got the Spiderling, and, you know, hitting Nexus isn't the worst thing. Very lucky there. The blocks are good. Everything there pretty much worked out. We are feeling good about this game so far. I think I just play this Abyssal Eye, and then we're getting close to the Nautilus level. Again, very close. We will have it on their attack turn, which is good. There's an Arachnoid Horror. Another thing we need to watch out for is their, not Ruination. What's the other card? Somebody in chat help me. The other 9-drop spell that resummons all their units is going to be very dangerous, whatever that's called. The Harrowing, thank you. Yeah, we're trying to obliterate their deck here. We're 17 out of 25. We're getting close, 2 away from deep. Things are going pretty well. Not the worst this game could have gone, for sure. Another Mist Wraith is relatively scary, but, you know, we're just dragging these, trying to kill them one by one. We will have this Abyssal Eye as a blocker next turn, which is nice. We've got a Riptide we can use. Ooh, the Valfeast on the Sapling is going to save one of their Mist Wraiths. That could be very dangerous for me. That could be very dangerous. The Deadloom Wander is a great top deck if they let me play it down, but I doubt they will. As it stands currently, I can block with the Nautilus, and I can block with the Abyssal Eye, and then they still have like 8-9 damage. So we're probably gonna have to send some protective spells, whether that's the Riptide or the Vengeance, to try to survive this turn.
Let me tell
Oh,
you
that's a level Delise.
comfortable.
Damn, I didn't even realize. Very scary, actually. We might just lose this one. Oh god. Jeez. Okay, so they can just drag my fearsome blockers with these spiderlings, so I don't think I have enough mana to survive here, unfortunately. Oh, but they do drag. Okay, it would be nice if they drag with the horror, but it doesn't look like they will. I just do this, and then I'm eating, what, 8-12 damage still? Yeah, that's game. Damn. Bad luck, you know. They've got the perfect level with the Mist Wraiths. They continue to apply that pressure with fearsome units, so I mean, at some point, you know, you do have to... Your luck will run out with deep once you face these aggressive decks, especially something like fearsome. Oh, just a flex on me. The low Glimpse Beyond. Good job. GG's to our opponent there. Cool, cool, cool. That puts us at 6-2. Still a pretty solid score. Okay, guys, so we're queued up here. We're getting into our third match. And again, another deck that has recently been buffed. We're facing the Field of Rush with Trundle. Trundle used to be a 4-5, but now they buffed him back up to a 4-6. Reverted him, his stat line to be stronger. And we have a really quick, aggressive, deep hand. Bunch of Dredgers, Deadloom Wander, Lore of the Depths. All these cards are going to be really great at helping us get where we need to go. So I'm pretty sure I just hold everything here. Especially since I'm attacking on 3, I'm very happy to have this Dead Bloom Wanderer. Yeah, we gotta turbo out our deep before we see the Field of Rush come down, because that's a very difficult situation. We have triple 1-drops, which is incredibly rare. Triple dredgers here, which is gonna be helpful to getting deep and beating their Nexus to 0. We do usually beat control decks because we can sneak in with our deep level at like turn 7 and usually win the game, but it really depends on a lot of different factors. So this is probably gonna be close. There we see the Withering Whale. I mean the Vile Feast. That's gonna kill one of my dredgers. And the third one comes down. See if our opponent has any reaction. Nope. Okay. Double Jettison here. Okay, all we need is really our sea monsters, and we are pretty much deep. I don't want to play this Dead Bloom Wanderer into their Avalanche, because that's just kind of a sad situation. And I'm not really too fond of attacking into the Spiderling either. At least before I have the my Dredger come down. So not some Dredger, sorry, the Scarab, not Dredger. So I think we might just pass this and call it a day. We can lower the depths next turn. Pretty happy to do that. We just don't want to take that bad of a trade. Salvage is pretty nice as well. Help us draw some more sea monsters once we do hit the deep. So good players get their Scarab, as we see. I get to play that down now. And yeah, we might make it rain here. We might play our next Dead Bloom Wanderer. We could save the mana for the salvage. There's an Avarician Sentry. The Make It Rain feels really good to me here. Take out 2 1-drop units and deal a damage. That's a really good use of 2 mana, you know. It's really hard to say no to that. So we could see an Avalanche come down here, and that would give us 2 more tosses, which is nice. Oh, there's just a Vile Feast. Almost trickier. Almost a trickier situation for us. But that's okay. Not a big deal. It would have been interesting if they Vile Feasted our Scarab. That would have really telegraphed that they have the Avalanche. We can do a second LoR here. Or we can just Dead Bloom Wanderer and attack. Because we have leveled Sea Scarab at this point with a Jettison. So we might as well just go in like that, I think. I think that's the most logical way to start dealing damage to the Nexus. And they're definitely going to block one thing here. So yeah. Interesting, they just choose to do the Scarab. Let's see if we can bait out the Avalanche before we play our Jettison, you know. Just a Blighted Ravine. Not as cute. Slam our Jettison to protect our Scarab because it gives it more health. Lose a Vengeance here, kind of sad, but not a big deal. And the Blighted Ravine will deal 2 to everything. Deal 2 more damage to their Nexus, that's not bad. We just need to draw like Nautilus at this point, and we're kind of sitting pretty. So we have the draw with the Salvage and the LoR to help us get down there. Oh, yeah. We see opponent didn't realize the Scarab would survive, which is nice. That's why you always want to hold your Jettison until the last possible moment. So I think I start with Lower the Depths, perhaps? It's really hard. Maybe, yeah. This is a really tricky situation because all of these get me close. But maybe Salvage, because I do notice that I have my Maokai leveled if I toss 2 more. So that'd be a really good draw as well. Maokai or Nautilus here, actually. Remove the champions out of their deck is really broken. And then we just pass it out because we're not attacking, so we have no reason to play our units aggressively or Dead Bloom Wanderer before we see more of what they're doing with their turn. So that's another Blighted Ravine. Very questionable. I'm not sure why they want to go with that route, but it does tell me I do not have to worry about a, you know, like Vengeance or anything this turn. So I'll just lower the depths, I believe, and keep trying to thin my deck until we see Nautilus. Oh, that was a big misplay because my deck is full of champions, literally. There's 6 cards in my deck and they're all champions, so that was a big misplay. Ignore that. Pretend that didn't happen. If you're watching the YouTube, just pretend that didn't happen. We see the Maokai, play it down, toss their deck. It's pretty good. Oops. Just pretend I didn't lower the depths there. If you're watching at home. I mean, it's fine. It makes my Abyssal Eye playable here, which is pretty nice. But okay. And then we just see these surrender out of Queen Raya. GG's. Okay. So that will conclude the YouTube video. We're gonna end at how much LP? 118. Thank you so much to everybody for watching. If you want to see these live, I stream on Twitch TV at Max Got the Tracks. If you want to follow me on any social media, you can follow me on Twitter, Max Got the Tracks. Leave a sub here on YouTube, leave a like. It's really helpful, presumably, to the algorithms or whatever. And if you enjoy the content or want to tell me anything about the deep, you can join the Discord. You can join my Discord that is in the bio as well. I mean, the description and all that good stuff. Yeah, thank you so much for watching and have a good rest of your day until I see you next time. Goodbye.